Hi guys, this is Rich from RT Cards. Just coming back to you with another couple of teams in the Panini Prizm Premier League range. I'm going to cover Chelsea and Leicester City today. I think that there's probably value in 5 cards specifically across these two teams. So I'm just going to highlight the ones that I think may be worth putting away somewhere for the future. So I'm going to start with Chelsea. To be honest, with the Chelsea team, there's quite a lot of kind of established older players, as you'd expect with the bigger teams. So there's only really a couple that I'm going to highlight here. Most of these I don't see any real value in. These guys, fairly established players in the Premier League, not going to go up in any value really without being a rookie, I think, from that point of view. There is Zappacosta, I think, here, who, even though it's his rookie card, he's a defensive player, they're not really likely to go up in value by much, unless they're likely to become kind of world class, I guess. So none of these guys for me. This guy, Callum Hudson-Odoi, this guy's already one of the ones to get from this set. I'd say probably one of the main ones to get from this set. His prices are one of the few that have already just gone that little bit higher. He was expected to sign for Bayern Munich last summer, maybe the summer before, for quite a lot of money. Chelsea managed to get him onto a new contract instead. He's in the England setup already, even though he hasn't played all that much for Chelsea. So his kind of reputation has kind of got him there, I guess. He had a bad injury last year. That hasn't really stopped him being one of the most hyped young English players. Him along with Sancho at Dortmund, who obviously has had, a real breakout season this season. Hudson-Odoi is kind of held in that kind of regard in terms of his potential, which is why some of the bigger clubs are looking at him. But given a decent run in the Chelsea side, we might see his potential being fulfilled. So he's definitely one to get a hold of. Pulisic, he's the second one, I think, from Chelsea. I'm only really including him as he's a star of the US soccer team. Basically, he hasn't done all that much at Chelsea yet. He was pretty decent at Dortmund, and this isn't even his rookie card. There's plenty of other Pulisic cards around. I think this will probably be his first Prizm. I just think holding Pulisic is never going to be a bad thing. When the biggest sports card market happens to be his nationality, you just need them to get to a World Cup and for him to be their focal point, and I think you'll get some value out of it. So I think definitely holding some Pulisic would be a good decision. And yeah, that would be it for the Chelsea guys for me. Leicester, there's a few more in Leicester. I'm probably going to highlight 3 really that I think are worth holding on to. There's 1 or 2 others that kind of might surprise me, but I'm not going to be putting them as recommendations. So again, some of these guys at Leicester fairly established, part of the title winning team from a couple of years back. Kasper Schmeichel being one of them. Pereira's been one of the best defenders in the Premier League this year, but again, not a rookie card, and he is a defender. Johnny Evans, obviously very established. Soyuncu, he's the first one I'm going to recommend. Came to Leicester a couple of years ago from Freiburg in Germany. He's a full Turkish international. He's only 23. He's already performing at a really high level in the Premier League. He's had a really good season this year, and there's a lot of people kind of raving about him. I just like watching him play. He's a bit of a mix between an old school defender and a modern ball playing defender. A bit aggressive. I just feel that if he was to make a step up, that it's going to be to a top team. Man City have looked at him before. Something about him just suggests to me that he's the kind of defender that could go and play, when he's a bit older, maybe for Real Madrid or a Barcelona, play that kind of Puyol or Ramos role. He's got a bit of nastiness about him, but he's a really good defender. I've just got a hunch about him, so he's my first recommendation. Mendy, I don't know an awful lot about, to be honest. I don't think he's made a big enough impression to make me recommend him. Wes Morgan's obviously ancient. Chilwell's an amazing player. Rumoured to be on the move to a bigger club at the end of the year. Probably Chelsea, I think, was a suggestion, but not his rookie card, so I'm not going to recommend that one. Demarai Gray, played for Birmingham, I can't recommend him. Ndidi has been a fantastic player for Leicester, but not his rookie card, so I'm not going to recommend him. Maddison. Okay, so most people will have heard of Maddison. Well known, expected to be a top English player. He's already broken into the national team setup. Constantly compared to Grealish at Villa, who you know I'm a fan of. This guy's different in so much as he's more of a passer than Grealish is. Grealish is probably a better ball carrier, but Maddison does most things consistently well, which makes him very, very good. Man United are big admirers. I'd imagine most big teams know a lot about him, so should he wish to move on from Leicester, not that he's really got any need to at the moment, but should he wish to, then it's going to be a big club that takes him. So he's definitely one for the future, and again, his prices are already a little bit higher than the majority of cards in this set. Mark Albrighton's a Villa fan, so got to love him, but I'm not going to recommend him for holding purposes. Rashid Ghezal, no, not for now. I am denied about Hamza Chowdhury. He's regarded as a bright prospect. I'm just not too sure, to be honest. I've seen him play a few times. I've seen him put in a few kind of dodgy tackles. I'm just not convinced that he's going to be a top player. So I held off on him, although it was touch and go. Iheanacho, a bit late for him, I think. Jamie Vardy having a party, but not being recommended here. And then Harvey Barnes. This guy's my dark horse for Leicester. Played really well on loan West Brom last season, first half of last season in the Championship. Got recalled to Leicester because he was doing so well. And he's since gone on to become a mainstay of their team. He scored 6 goals this season, 2 of them quite annoyingly against Villa. But it's his rookie card. I can't overlook it, as I think if he can build on his performances this year with another good season next year, whenever that comes around, then I think he's got a real shot. So Harvey Barnes would be my final recommendation from Leicester. Okay, so there you go. That's five players from those two teams that I think is worth putting a few away in a stash and waiting to see how they go from there. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you get some value out of it. And if you want to leave some comments below, let me know what you think. And if there's any specific teams you want me to cover next, then let me know.